The theatre is slowly coming out of hibernation. Big-ticket productions are now returning to the stage. Brady Halls says the industry is raring to go, and he joins me now. Hi, Brad.
Hi there, Trace. I just want to give you a bit of a surprise. That story actually is going to be on tomorrow night. There's been a change of plans, Tracy. You see, we have something special here for you tonight. You see, folks, this year marks the 40th anniversary of Tracy Grimshaw here at Channel 9, which is a remarkable feat given that this industry isn't known for its longevity. Tracy, you are an outstanding journalist. You are a wonderful colleague to all of us in the office and a really good friend. So, Trace, I want you to sit back, and you at home, and enjoy what you're about to see. 40 years of TG on 9.
4 decades on Australian television, you know, is truly quite an achievement. And Tracy's stellar career is something to be celebrated. In fact, we're about to show you some of her more memorable moments on Australian television. So let's start 40 years ago, when this young cadet joined this network.
Dealer Squad detectives invited all members of the public to view the property on Sunday.
I remember back in the 1980s when Tracy Grimshaw first joined us at Channel 9 in Melbourne.
But only those items reported stolen.
Not long out of a cadetship, I think, and was immediately somebody of enormous talent and somebody who everybody liked and enjoyed working with.
Tracy Grimshaw, National 9 News. Not possible to tell by the brand name alone. The streets are filled with sightseers.
So would you like to take the opportunity to make any comments about Bill Hayden's reign as leader of the ALP?
Fall into the hands of a hostile nation. 35 men work dozens of brand new vehicles. Whether the rest of us do.
This is National 9 Morning News with Tracy Grimshaw.
Good morning. The housing industry has warned of massive job losses.
Tracy Grimshaw.
Good evening, John. Hello, everyone.
Vanity before...
Possibly.
Oh.
What was it like working with Trace on the Today Show? I would say it was a great professional marriage. And you know, in that decade, almost decade, that we worked together, never was an angry word exchanged. It became a great friendship that lasts today.
Got me.
Now, Tracy, one thing we've got to clear up, since you're the new kid on the block now, pressure's all off me, right?
I'm the whipping post,
I don't take any flack.
And he is out. This is Stuart David.
Well, this is the beach where they landed. 6 coming to you from Kakadu National Park.
Do you know who they fantasize about?
Well, yeah, I can see that.
Quentin Tarantino is down by the swimming pool. He's waving to me. That's Quentin Tarantino waving to me.
What was it like the first time you stood?
Yeah, they're like jelly. But we didn't tell the paramedics that.
No. Here they come.
There it is. They're back.
Oh, my goodness, look at that.
I remember when Tracy was first a reporter, she stood out from the crowd, as she always does. Then she took over from me as the host of A Current Affair. Sorry, she put me to shame. She's so good. And so I love what she does and I love watching her.
You could say he's got no case to answer, and you're not doing that.
That's a good question.
Not the kind of woman you feel threatened by.
Because she wasn't the cliche midlife crisis Sports Illustrated model that people's husbands run away with.
Right.
She was 19 years old. She was naked. She was outnumbered. There was a very clear power imbalance in that room, wasn't there?
Tracy, I was unaware that she was 19.
And I remember leaning down and putting my hand on Jamie's cheek to see if she was still warm, because then maybe I could bring her back. But she was cold.
Just turned around and told her that Dingo had his baby in its stomach.
If you want to take a break, we can do that.
Does it make it any easier? No.
And I'm not going to sit meekly and let some arrogant narcissist bully me.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to apologise for the stupid comments.
The women that I particularly enjoyed interviewing and I enjoyed flirting with. And yes, thank you. Oh, you made a very old man very happy.
Got a little bit of lipstick on your teeth and I don't want to let you go on like that. Fixed.
Good woman.
Sisters.
See that's poking his head out there?
Where?
You need a camera to see it.
What do you think of television now?
I'm disappointed.
And these are the scenes that are repeated all around Christchurch. It is extraordinary devastation.
Hello. Hi, how you going?
I think I'm a bit better than you.
Yeah, poor us.
There's nothing left.
We've never seen anything like this.
These fires have taken and destroyed so many lives, and the pain of that loss is being felt by thousands of Australians around the country tonight.
Coming to you tonight from Quebec City in Canada, from London, from Hollywood.
So I know from Portia this is like a big show in Australia.
You are also carrying the dreams of everyone who's ever been bullied, ever been misunderstood.
Maybe I was really saying, if I could do it, you can do it.
Have you told Hollywood that? I would have thought that they would be beating down your door.
I'm waiting for them to come and knock on my door.
Why did you feel you needed to do this album?
Because I was so saddened by the election results.
If we look back at your evolution, if you like, a challenging childhood, you suffered sexual abuse as a 9-year-old, you had a pregnancy at the age of 14 and the baby died after a few days. Things like that would break a lot of people. Why did they not break you? 4 years ago, we took the unorthodox step of naming former Hey Dad star Robert Hughes as the man accused of multiple counts of child sexual assault, both on and off the set of the top-rating sitcom during the 1980s. Can you understand the disincentive there is for people to speak?
Yes, and the court process is brutal.
I've worked in television for 36 years and most of them in prime time, and it's been robust, and no one's ever showed me a donkey bestiality video or tried to pull my bra off or...
Well, I've never actually seen a donkey bestiality video. I've never owned one, and I would never show one to anyone.
There are a lot of people lying here. If you've never said it, Don, there are a lot of people lying. Working with horses is great therapy.
I think it's good for the soul, yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
There are so many kids who make this choice there, and there are too many families who are in your position. Too many.
And there shouldn't be.
No.
There shouldn't be.
And I cop all this shit all the time and I'm sick of it.
Why are you still in it? Look at you. Why don't you walk? I mean, look at what it's doing to you. This is on her Instagram page. I am a strong woman. I don't sit around feeling sorry for myself. I am a survivor, not a victim. My girls will grow up being strong women.
That's right.
Who understand their worth.
Yes. There's that last bit. They will not grow up.
Given how vigilant you all were in the lead up to APEC, what did you learn from that?
That's a bit of a tough one. Not doing anything about tax. So boring.
No more about
No
tax.
more of that.
Perhaps you'd be better off starting to actively discriminate against Neanderthal men, like the so-called Big Swinging Dicks Club that Julie Bishop says stood in her way, or tried to stand in her way.
Yeah, well, that was disgraceful.
Surprise. Oh my goodness, I should have known. Because, you know, we should share this with people. Brady's saying, well, I'm doing this thing and, you know, I might be outside a theatre. Well, which theatre will you be outside? And, you know, I need to say something to you. Oh, yeah, well, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. And I've told that many white lies this afternoon. I'm going home to repent. But anyway, that was wonderful little tribute.
Oh.
It's not over, but that was a wonderful little tribute because, honestly, there were so many tears, there was so much laughter and so much joy and all that. You've done a lot, haven't you?
I was just thinking I've been very, very busy, but I've had 40 years to be busy.
Yeah, indeed.
I must admit.
And I've had the blessing of being able to be with you too. I mean, we've done 3 shows together. In the 90s, we were on the Today Show.
We did.
The Midday Show together.
The Midday Show.
And this century, we've been doing ACA together.
ACA,
So, and I love it with you, Trace. Truly, I do.
Well, that's mutual, Braid. We've been stalking each other, and I couldn't think of a better person to stalk me or to stalk.
Indeed, we have. Thank you, darling. Anyway, after the break...
Oh, no more surprises.
It doesn't end. We have more.
You want one word that best describes Tracy?
Hello, I'm Tracy Grimshaw. Welcome to A
Tracy Grimshaw is indomitable.
I'll give you 2. Classy and loyal.
Wow, fun. She's great fun.
Don't like our chances of getting some fresh fish tonight, mate. Ooh. Just hit her in the head with it.
Okay, she's just taking a seat.
Tracy, God, Tracy, oh my God.
Ultimate, absolute professional, and that is why you've got the trust and respect of Australia.
Your ability to ask the right question at the right time.
You'd want to get your facts right.
Where have you been?
Well, I think that's a bit unfair, Tracy.
Would you have called someone a dumb slut?
No.
I think you're cranky, so I'm going to let you start. What do you have to say?
My life would not be the same without you and your stories on ACA. You made a massive difference in my life.
It was truly an honour to share our story with you and to work with your team. Tick, Meg and I, as well as the Dolly Stream community, would all like to thank you for your ongoing support.
Happy 40th, mate.
Warmest congratulations on 40 years and a glittering career.
Congratulations, here's to another 40 years, and I hope to see you soon.
Trace, well done. Congratulations. I love you. 40 more years, I hope.
Gee, you've been around and you've seen you've got a lot of good friends, Trace, you truly do.
Oh,
You
well,
know?
I've just been reminded of that. It's lovely. You know, I get very embarrassed about this stuff because I hate things being about me, but it's actually been quite nice.
But I must say, you know, I'm watching that and seeing all the different hairstyles of Tracy Grimshaw over the decades. The 80s weren't good, were they? For anybody, actually.
No, it had to be really big.
Yes, everything was big. Yeah, that's
jacked it right up and permed it and destroyed
someone
it.
told me that one of those stories, you had a crocheted pink jacket on.
Which I crocheted myself.
You made your own clothes?
I used to make my own clothes.
Very talented woman you are.
Well, I couldn't afford... You know what cadet journalists
That's right,
get paid.
exactly.
It's not very much.
Yeah. You don't make them anymore, do you?
I don't make them anymore, no. I don't have time for it, but I still could, I reckon.
What are your thoughts when you look back on the last 40 years? I mean, to stay in this job for that long is remarkable, as I said earlier. To meet so many people. I hate it when people say, what's your favourite story? Because you don't know.
Can't.
There's just been so many, hasn't
there? It would be like asking a mother who's your favourite child.
Yeah.
But look, this job's a privilege, isn't it? I'm reminded of it when I look at those interviews. None of those people have to sit down and talk to you.
No.
And they're usually talking to you about the biggest thing that's ever happened in their lives. And it's hard. And it's a privilege to listen. It's a privilege to be the person that they talk to.
But they'll only talk to that person if they trust that person. And they trust you.
They make a huge leap of faith,
yeah, they do. Because no one wants to go on national television and divulge their innermost secrets, their family secrets, things that they like to keep in themselves. But they do that to share the grief or to share the warning to others out there. And you manage to get out the best out of people. You really do, Trace.
Oh, thanks,
and
Brad.
We sit in that office and, you know, I think Lebo said on one of those packages there, he said, you know, she doesn't panic, she's relaxed, she doesn't stress and she doesn't lose her cool, and you don't. You're very calm and relaxed, you're very friendly, chirpy in the office. You're not a prima donna. She's not a prima donna, anybody at home, she's not. She is just who you see. You are. And we couldn't let this moment go by without giving some sort of token of thank you. And Sophie, our floor manager, is coming over now.
Oh, goodness me.
We have blown the budget here at A Current Affair.
Thank you so much.
And we got a couple of flowers out of the garden for you.
That's lovely. Did you go down the street and you pinched them from all the neighbours? Did you? That's nice.
No,
because we're on a budget these days.
I'm sure that we'll be having a little tipple at some stage, but the whole office. But we just want to say thank you.
Now we're out of lockdown, we can all get together.
Yeah, indeed, aren't we?